Hi everyone, my name is Taka. I'm from Japan. My goal is to interview 1,000 people in 100 days. Please subscribe to my channel if you support me. Now let's go to the interview. Thank you for interview.
That's right.
Where are you from?
Well, from Melbourne, Australia.
How long have you been stayed here?
Well, I was born here, so 70 years.
Oh, 70 years.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
nice.
was born in Italy, but I've lived here since I was a girl.
Why did you leave Melbourne?
My parents came here and I was a little girl, so I came. But Melbourne is a great city. There is a lot to do and it's very multicultural.
Mhm.
So many nationalities, many countries are represented, and nice multicultural city.
Have you ever been to another country?
Yeah, I have. Lots of countries.
For example?
I've been to Japan, of course.
Japan.
I've been to Italy. I've been to Bali. I've been to Lombok. That's an island off around there. I've been to India 5 times. I've cycled around India. I've been to Cambodia. I've been to Russia. I've been to England, Scotland.
Wow.
Anything else?
I'm not sure.
I've
South
been
America.
South America, to Peru, to Argentina.
Australians like to travel.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
and
Always sightseeing.
Chile.
Yeah.
Travelling, and sometimes I've gone on my bicycle. I've cycled through France, cycled through, as I said, India about 5 times, cycled through Bali, cycled in France, briefly into Switzerland. So I've been around a few places. I've been through Romania. Yeah, I've travelled a bit.
Wow, I'm so jealous because for me, Australia is the first time I go
Really?
to abroad.
Wow,
Yes,
that's
so-
wonderful.
Yes. What's the difference in your country and Melbourne? You lived before another country,
Yeah.
but now you live in
I
Melbourne.
see what
Yes.
you mean. Yeah. Well, the weather is seasonal here in Melbourne, but you have to get used to it. So the weather can change very quickly, and I suppose if you're from Northern Australia, you'd think it's very cold here in winter,
Yes.
but that's only for a short period of time. We don't get snow or anything like that. But I think the change of seasons are really, really beautiful. And if you live in Melbourne, you get used to it and you actually really enjoy the change of seasons. You enjoy spring, you enjoy summer, autumn, you like that. So yeah, the weather's sort of unpredictable sometimes, but
Yes.
you get used to
I think
it.
so too.
You get used
So
to
I lived
it.
in England for 4 years, so it's quite a different country. I enjoyed England, but it gets really cold, so we don't get anywhere near as cold
No.
here as. And we had snow and ice and things in England, and the trains would all get stopped because of the snow. So we don't have that sort of this year, but the heat is more a thing in Australia, of course, than in England, although that's getting hotter and hotter, and they have some pretty hot days now.
But I think with the weather, I think that's what's made Melbourne. Sort of, if you live in Melbourne, in winter when it's cold, you do indoor things. So you go to cafes, you go to restaurants, you go to listen to music, you go where there's fireplaces. So, and you would notice if you stay here for a little while that many of the restaurants have outdoor heating and whatever else. So it doesn't mean you stay at home, you still go out. But there is more of that sort of culture, I think, has developed because of the weather. Yeah.
Please comment to people who want to come to Melbourne.
Melbourne's
Yeah.
a pretty good place. Cafes, we're well known for cafes. There's lots of
Coffee.
music, coffee in particular. But yeah, cafes, restaurants, all sorts of different restaurants. You've got, well, you name it, Japanese, of course, and Chinese restaurants, and Indian, African, every sort of restaurant you can think of in Melbourne. So there's bike paths around. There's not so far to get to the sea or the mountains. So it's a pretty good place to visit, I think, and
Yes.
a few landmarks to go and see. So I think that Melbourne's worth a visit. Sometimes in the past they've said it's the most livable city in the world. I don't think it is at the moment, but it has
might be.
been. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
thank you. What about you?
I think sort of come to Melbourne. It's beautiful. You've got a beautiful city with many cultures represented, wonderful food, wonderful coffee. We're known for our coffee. And it's a beautiful city, many parks, many trees, but also very easy to get to out of the city into natural environments and to the beach and to the mountains. You can ski 3 hours away, so it's a great city to be in.
And sport's pretty big here, all
Yeah.
sorts of different sports. So it's
Yeah, like footy.
not a
yes,
bad
yes, yes.
place. How about you?
Yes.
How are you finding it?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for interview. Where are you from?
We're both from Maryborough, Queensland.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been stayed here?
Well, Maddie's on a holiday here.
Yeah, I'm only visiting.
Yeah.
Are you a student now?
Yeah.
Uni students.
Yeah, we're both uni students.
Wow,
Yeah.
so nice. Please tell me your recommend and favorite spot in Melbourne.
Favorite spot?
Yeah.
This park is pretty nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Favorite sport?
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I think Melbourne Central is a good place. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do there, I reckon.
Yeah.
Lots of places down Swanston Street is really good.
Yeah.
And near Melbourne Central, I really like the Korean food here,
Mhm.
the restaurants. So I don't know, they're all pretty good. Yeah.
What about you?
What's that one we went to the other night?
Oh, it was
It was-
something.
Planetarium 28 or something?
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it though. It was
Mhm.
pretty good.
Have you ever been to another country?
I've been to China to visit family.
What difference in Melbourne and China?
Oh, a lot different.
Yeah. For example, yeah.
It's a lot more. There's a lot more cities and people there, and where I go, there's not as much nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very crowded there too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Please comment to people who want to come to Melbourne.
Melbourne is a very nice place. It's very diverse, and I really recommend it. It's my favorite place in Australia here.
Yeah. You?
I would say Melbourne's a pretty good place to just go somewhere different and explore a lot of different shops, a lot of different foods, cuisines. There's a lot here you can come and you can see and you can do and experience a lot of different stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's splendid comments. Thank you so much. Thank you for interview. Where are you from?
From Melbourne.
Melbourne. How long have you been staying here?
I have been living in Melbourne mainly for 58 years.
Have you ever been to another country?
Yes, I have. I've been through quite a few countries in Europe and America and a little bit in Asia.
What difference in Melbourne and Europe?
Oh, in Australia and Europe is easier. Melbourne and Europe, we don't get as cold. We're not as crowded. But otherwise, a lot of similarities.
Please comment to people who want to come to Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne's a terrific city to come and visit. Melbourne is an even better place to come and live, which is why most of the tourists come to Sydney, but most of the people who come to the country end up living in Melbourne at some stage, because Melbourne as a living city is absolutely brilliant.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you for interview.
No problem.
Where are you from?
From Melbourne.
How long have you been still here?
I was born here. I was born in the country Victoria, in Benalla, 2.5 hours away.
If possible, what kind of job do you have?
I work in insurance. I'm an insurance broker.
Have you ever been to another country?
Yes,
What country?
I've been to Bali, I've been to Thailand, I've been to Vietnam, I've been to America, I've been to Fiji, I've been to New Zealand.
Did you feel that how difference in Melbourne and another country?
Yeah, quite different. Definitely different cultures, different foods, different infrastructure. You know, you go somewhere like Thailand and the road rules are different, and the infrastructure.
Could you tell me your favorite and recommended spot in Melbourne?
In Melbourne,
Yeah.
well, I live near Eltham, so I would say Eltham's a great spot.
Please comment to people who want to come to Melbourne.
Anybody who's interested. People like to travel and discover other countries and other cities. We have good entertainment, we have good restaurants, we have good day trips, like go to the Great Ocean Road for a day trip or go out to the country, other areas.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for interview.
Hello,
Where are you from?
I am from Melbourne.
How long have you been staying here?
Well, I've lived in Melbourne pretty much all my life since I was 3.5 years old.
Have you ever been to another country?
I have been to a few different countries.
Which country?
Well, I lived in Kenya until I was 3.5 and came to Melbourne. and then I've travelled to England, France, Germany, Indonesia,
Yeah.
Thailand, Vietnam. I think that's most of them. A few other, I went to Kenya and Tanzania again last year.
There are so many countries.
Lots of different countries.
What's the difference in Melbourne and another country?
Well, firstly, the people in Melbourne are the best in the world. Secondly, the coffee in Melbourne is the best
Yes,
in the
I
world.
think so too.
But what is it about what's different about Melbourne? It's hard to say. It's a city with lots of little secrets and corners tucked away, and you can spend your lifetime exploring it. You never get on top of it. You never see it all.
Yeah. Could you tell me in Melbourne favorite and recommended spot?
My favourite spot?
Yeah.
Well, I would say my favourite spot, like a park, is actually north of Melbourne, a place called Turpin Falls,
Yeah.
which is a sort of tucked away hidden waterfall and little lake up near Kyneton, just north of Melbourne. That's my favourite place to go with the kids on a Saturday or Sunday in summer when we've got a bit of time. Yeah.
Please comment to people who want to come to Melbourne.
Well, firstly, I think everyone should come to Melbourne if they get the chance. And if you do, I think you should come and try the coffee.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for interview. Where are you from?
We're from Venezuela.
Okay. How long have you been stayed here?
Studying? We started today, but
Oh,
we
today?
came last week. We arrived last week. We arrived.
Oh, really? Wow. Why did you choose Melbourne? You first?
It's an interesting city,
Yes, I think so.
very multicultural city, and we are both musicians. So this is a good place to us.
What about you?
think that is a beautiful city.
What difference in your country and Melbourne?
The security.
Yeah, it's an
Security.
important thing. And
The
here
people
is-
is friendly.
yeah, here is very very cold right now.
Yes, yes.
The weather.
It's a winter season.
Yeah.
Security is Australia or is it good?
It's better, yeah,
Oh.
than Venezuela, of course.
Please comment to people who want to come to Melbourne.
Well,
You first?
here you can find and make many friends, from different cultures. The coffee is amazing here in Melbourne. It's pretty safe to walk at night. To live is quietly. It's good. I like it.
Yes,
You
great
can
comment.
use the phone in the street and the people.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for interview.
That's
Where are you
right.
from?
I live here in Melbourne, but I'm from Perth.
How long have you been staying here?
About 11 years now.
11 years.
Yeah.
If possible, what kind of job do you have?
I work in IT.
IT.
Yeah.
Yes, I was in Japan. I worked as a system engineer.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yes,
cool.
yes,
Yeah,
so nice.
same as me.
Oh, I heard that in Melbourne's IT company get a high salary. Is this right?
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah. It can be good, it can be pretty average. Yeah.
Do you think that it's a high overall?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's nice. Please tell me your recommend and favorite spot in Melbourne.
The Botanical Gardens.
Botanical Garden.
Yeah.
Yes, I went before.
Yeah,
It's a
beautiful.
nice place. Yes.
Yeah.
Please comment to people who want to come to Melbourne.
It's a beautiful city. I feel like the people are nice. There's a lot to do culture-wise. So if you like arts and theatre, things like that, there's always something happening in Melbourne.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching to the end. How was it? People in Melbourne are always welcome to you. Please let me know what you want to know more about in Melbourne. And please subscribe to my channel. Have a great day and weekend.